Hello and welcome to Train Sim TV. Exciting times are here. We've got the Medway Valley finally in our hands. Excited, really excited to play this one and take a nosy around. So, we are going to embark on a scenic journey through the Garden of England. Explore the Kent countryside aboard SouthEastern services. The Southeastern services via the county town of Maidstone, hugging the bank of the River Medway and weaving through both industrious and rural landscapes between Strood, Paddockwood and Tonbridge. Right, 503 services on this one. All the collectibles are there, which is nice to see because some recent devs haven't bothered to even put the graphics on the bottom of the menu there. Nice to see that these have. So this is from Firefly. It's their very first route. It's a bunch of mods, like modders, that have come together to put this one through its paces and bring it to you. You've got the likes of Bescott, we've got Spray Heath, we've got Jet Wash, Forks, I think Charlie as well. There's at least 5 I can recall. There might even be more people, to be honest. But yeah, great to see. Right. So we have 5 scenarios. We've got the training module. Your scenarios are a mixture of anything from 15 minutes, anything up to an hour and 5, which is the hardest. So there's 5 to get you going there. Your services will see you run anything from a 375 all the way through to a 395, even a 33, a 66. Some 700 action on the reworked section of Southeastern High Speed that's included. There's a small stub of that you get as well, which is nice. And then you've got 465 action as well. So there's a fair bit to get in. We're going to take a run with the 375 /3 on this one. We're going to do a full run. I need to find one that goes all the way through. Sort of decent time of the day. What we got? Through to Tonbridge. There we go. Runs are generally about 55 minutes as well. You got a decent running time on this one. Let's get in. So starting at Strood will be part of the Southeastern High Speed line that we've seen before. Strood itself had a lot of work done to it, along with all other parts of that the Southeastern High Speed line that's been included. Right, so drive Southeastern passenger service between Strood and Tonbridge. It's 2 Tango 48, this one. So let us first of all just have a little perusal around. What can we see? Already, first thing that I'll note is that they've reworked like station entrances and they've rejigged a lot of the scenery around the area. Especially trackside, like all this here down here. Look. Traffic lights. Signage, fences, just generally bringing the area to standard. We've got announcements. I think the signage has been changed. So I'm just going to show you the map first of all. So you can see, I think, I forget where it starts. This station here, is it Gravesend? So Gravesend to, I think, is it Faversham? Somewhere near there. Where have we got up here? Raynham. That's it. Raynham's where the 700s terminate. So you've got a nice little stub of that. Great. Faversham's further up there. Food being here. You still got the junction as well. So you've got to use that. Got many bits of track that go over the top, even though you can't drive. Well, you might be able to drive on it, but I can't see it being very detailed. Like this lot up here, even though it doesn't really touch the line, it's still in there. It's quite close to the proximity. You've got loads of little bits of track that goes over that. And you've got the main line back down here where it joins on. So you've got Tonbridge down here with the big yard there. The 1066 line stubs off here. And I presume this way to Dover, I think. Paddockwood here. Right, so looking very nice as well, and the guys have done some lighting stuff on this as well. I think Jetwash has been a dab hand at doing the lighting. There's been some lighting mods put into the route. It's really nice to see. Right, let's just have a little nosy. You can hear the train's got the chatter going on. So I just want to show you in here as well. There we go. So you can actually use this, and it actually works. There we go. Look, it does take a bit of FPS off you. Bear this in mind. I just lost about 15, 20 at the most. Javelin. 15 or 20 FPS just to turn it on, but it's actually got the camera view from in the train, and it's going around all the carriage by the looks of it. Yeah, it is. It's changing the numbers and stuff. Look, really cool. So I'm just going to turn that off, just because we're not doing guard mode and such. But I will probably do something to show this properly. But for now, I just want to briefly just touch on that, because that's a feature that comes in with the train. But we're not doing guard mode on this run, so we're not going to fully focus on that. Right. So the /3 being a new variant of the 375. I think it was a 6 that we had already with Southeastern High Speed, and 6 is included in this, but I think if I'm right, it's the 3 that's included. This has got all sorts of stuff as well. It's got the proper working GSMR, which we're going to see in a second. We're going to be running late on here. I'm not bothered. We're here to show the route, not to keep the time. Now I want to put the GSMR at all that jazz on AWS and SDs. I think that's everything. Sounds and stuff as well. A big overhaul in the sound on this thing. That's another thing that you're going to be hearing. I'm going to get these windows open. Right. Doors. So let us focus in on the GSMR. When I turn off the huge HUD, I had to have that on. But when I did the that's not it. I wonder if I get rid of that. It's simple. There we go. Right. So we are doing it properly. We're not just pressing the top up there and it's going to do it itself. We're going to register it ourselves. So click. We are 2 Tango 48. 2 Tango 4. Oh, hang on. No, give it a minute. Now, we need to see what signal we're at. We are at 487. Pick that. How long have we waited for something like this? My God. And these guys have come along and done it. Top stuff. Right, doors are shutting. Sun's gone in. Right. Let's take a moment to enjoy some nice new audio. Very, very nice. Definitely a huge improvement on the electric style that we have come to know. Love, maybe? I don't know if I love it. Now I'm wondering where on earth my speed stuff's gone on the top of my HUD. Because I have no idea what my speed's meant to be. Where on earth's that gone? Question. I need to find out where that's gone because that's really bugging me. I hate with a passion trying to make all this bloody HUD work. In here somewhere. Speed will have been turned off, I reckon. Or maybe not. I haven't a clue where to find all this. Next speed on the HUD's on, apparently. Just be a video of me trying to find out how to make things work. At this point, it's just not happening, is it? So, God knows. I don't even know what the top speed's meant to be. I presume it's 60 down here. No, it's not. PC Planet, Firefly, Troll Tavern, Underground Sub and Snowfix. Looking very nice. There's the River Medway already. Boatyard. Now we're approaching Cuxton, our first stop on this inaugurable, is it? Inaugurable drive. One thing I've noticed is my signals not even appearing on the HUD. I don't actually show the aspects as such, but I like to know where the signals are because I'm useless. It's currently red, drawing you in because of the level crossing. That signal also got interior, I've just noticed. I wonder if you can go in it. Ah, there's my signals. Right. I'm going to go for a little wander because I can. Well, if I could get out the door, that'd be great. How did I open this thing? The oh yes, excellent. They've actually done it on the pull. I don't click the door anymore. Brilliant. Right, how do I get to that signal box? Well, get run over. Please. Oh no, you can't go in it. That's a shame. Never mind. But you might be able to go in it. We can't go in it, but you can at least have a little nosy through the window there. It's a shame there's no diagram on there. Well, this is Cuxton. Oh, proper posters and stuff there and all that. Interesting level crossing placement. It's not really sort of like blocking the whole area off. I think it should probably cover the whole thing. Basically, someone could actually walk over that. I do like this. Actual proper information of level crossing. That's nice. Falling is next. Really puzzling me why my speeds aren't appearing on the top of the screen, like how fast I should be going. Any other key combination I can get that to appear. This is what happens when you mess about with stuff that you've not messed about with so long. Like this last night when I did the Stamford route, I had to put the big HUD on just so I could see what was going on with the aces and all that stuff and all track speeds. But it doesn't appear on the top, you see. We put the big HUD on so we could actually see what was going on. That's another unit. Sailboat. Well, it's just the lighting. I really am a fan of the lighting. It just feels more natural. It actually doesn't look washed out or anything like that. It's been jet washed. It's had the jet wash treatment. Yeah, it looks good. It does look really nice. And box that in without making an absolute mare of it. And that will do. What I'm going to have to do is keep looking at the big HUD to make sure I'm not speeding. And the general speed down here is about 70-75 anyway. 70, I'd say. Not far from hauling. Nice dense foliage. Plenty of that, which is always a win-win. I like dense foliage. Performance-wise is very good. It's running lovely. Sounds fantastic. Liking all the track joints and stuff. The arcing on the third rail as well, I've been noticed that earlier in the video. They've had a lot of work done, and they also sound. Actually, make some decent sound when it crackles and sparks. Fizzes. That's decent. Pretty much everything that can be updated on this unit has been updated. Really nice. Actually quite an enjoyable Electrostar to drive. I'm not going to sit there and read the article on this one because the article is like an absolute novel. And obviously James Lewis, obviously for that one. This is his sort of local area. So very, very much a font of all knowledge on this line. If you want to go and read that, go and find it. It's on the forum. It's an absolute monster. So we're just driving it. We're just enjoying it. Oh, so I didn't even have my lights on. Oh, I put that screenshot as well. I didn't even have my lights on. What a clown. Hell, that's I'm turning them off. Where are you? You can do AC. I'm not overly sure if the AC stuff's changing when I toggle that. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I believe as well you can change your destinations. I expected on that as well. You can do that. Now the GSMR, I think I'm not sure if you can actually do like radio calls or not. Oh, there you are. Look at that.
Hello. can I help?
But no idea. Huh. That's cool. We can do a call though. That's a Cuxton signal panel. I wonder if it changes as you get down the line. Snodland is our next station. Remember looking at some of the pictures in the article of Snodland. I'm pretty certain Snodland appeared on there. Nice looking station. I know it appeared on the video. But look, Snodland, a big green letters on the back of the wall. Mural. They're not going to be breaking any speed records with this unit, but it gets the job done. Old overgrown track there to the left in the you know, the bushes. And track greases I've just noticed in the down below the line there. Even the destination boards on the stations look nice. It looks like they've like changed the colour of the fonts and stuff. Or orange. Ooh, this is a nice buses are here. We've got some different liveried buses. My lord. That's it there, Snodland. I do like the station designs on this line. I always enjoyed this line on TS Classic, to be honest. It was always one I did like driving. Nice grand designs, nice canopies, and got the architecture under the roof and stuff. New Hive is our next stop. Pumping station. Plenty of clutter. Plenty of stuff going on, isn't there? Brilliant. A lot of wetland as well. It's not the largest of routes either by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a good starting point. Always a good starting point to find something not stupidly big for your first project, and these guys have done just that. I'd say the line probably comes in a little bit less than the Blackpool branches, but I'm not sure it's about 30 to 40 mile, something like that, for this bit. But then probably including the old southeastern high speed section, that'll boost the mileage up. It's an hour drive at the end of the day. It's a decent stretch. Nice number of stations. Plenty to see along the way. It's just a nice environment to explore. We've got the right balance between detail and performance, which is what you want. I'd love to know how they've managed to do it, because there's a lot of detail going on and there's a lot of performance. Like, high performance is brilliant. They've definitely nailed it. That's cool. Back under the bridge as well, look, like bits of clutter under the bridge. There's COVID mask there. Dodo's Burgers. Sounds nice. Oh, there's police fans. That's new. I've not seen them before. Ace.
Smoking is not allowed anywhere on this station or on trains. This includes e-cigarettes and vapes. Thank you.
What on earth have I done here? There we go. Because I left the cab and I think the DSD were going, I think it got a little bit upset. We're alright, we're sorted. Pretty sure I remember this bit on the old TS Classic route. I feel like there was a siding that went further down here and there was like a bit of a terminal zone. But in the modern era, it's totally different. Graffiti on junction boxes there. Aylesford is our next stop. Well, solar panels over there. These big willow trees are nice. This route is $29.99 as well. For those that are wondering, so you most likely probably know the price already by now. Yeah, $29.99 is the total for this one. Is not bad at all. Price, good price. What you're getting? You're getting. To be fair, I'd call that a study level Electrostar with all the GSMR and stuff. All the stuff they've done with it. No idea what the faults are and stuff with the unit, but I don't have all that turned on because I just ain't a fan of it in the way it works in the core of the game. No doubt it'll be the usual sort of stuff like a wiper and doors and stuff like that. Aylesford. Not got interior on that one. You can't see inside the actual box itself, but Still looks nice. Has a presence of sort of the older railway feel to it, this does. Shot there. Nice to watch those sparks on the third rail as well. I have to just cheat a little bit here with the lighting just to get the sun on the front. Nice, nice angle that to be. I'm annoyed at myself because that other screenshot I thought was decent, but I didn't have my lights on. That's a bad Tom. There was a book farce. Maidstone Barracks is our next stop, and then we've got Maidstone West, which is where the big signal boxes I think is at west. You've got East Farley, Wateringbury, Yalding, Beltring, Paddock Wood, and then Tonbridge. We are speeding. We're not quite left 40 yet. This is what happens when I have my proper hood on. Having me over. Hey up. Doing the sideways shuffle. Not sure they're meant to be going sideways. They are meant to move around though, they horses, I think, or like eat or graze or whatever. Pretty certain there's some sheep in that move around as well. Motorway signage, always like a bit of motorway signage, always adds to the effect. Tunnel occlusions, bridge occlusion things are all working nicely as well. It was good. The yard air look as well. I think, looking at that by the way, I'm presuming the gates must open. Whether you open yourself or they open on like a track link, maybe when the train gets near them it opens up. There we are, there's some freight action for you there. Look. That is Allington sidings. There's an unloader there. Nice mixture of signals. I mean, that looks like an ILS signal. It is. We're not going to see, I don't think, much higher than 70 on this section, but when we get onto the line towards Tonbridge from Paddock Wood, that's when you do open up. I think you get up to about, you can actually get to about 100 on that line. It gives you a little stretch of the legs. This is the barracks. Another line that goes over. Not over the short line, that one is. I think that's one of the collectible. That'd be the route map, I would have thought. I'm loving the fact that they've actually got like these signs, which tell you what the bridge is. Nice detail. That sort of goes and reminds me of the detail that All Aboard did with their track access points. I actually had all the signage for the right track access. That was a nice touch. I like this sort of stuff that we've got the road decals, so they actually have all that detail going on. Decent. Step fencing, which is that in itself is just a nice little touch. Cool. Looks like some kind of gardening centre or something. Get your pergolas. Builder supplies or something.
Service to you, Strood.
Another unit coming now. Really going to be nice as screenshot as we could have had earlier, but we'll have a look. Not bad. That's shot. But it's still a contender. Better take as many screenshots as we can, because until we get to that point, I don't have a clue which one I'm going to use for my thumbnail just yet. Alright, Maidstone West. Big times mounted on the wall, that's quite nice. It's got a through line, this platform as well. It's just two platforms, but a through line.
Please remember to mind the gap when boarding and alighting the train.
No, an old platform there as well. Now, I think this is where the Mastery goes. I remember seeing in the article it's got the ZBV Grampus, I think it is. It goes here. So when you unlock that, you get an old little old wagon that's there that you sort of use like, I'm not sure if it's like based like a planter these days. There's just flowers in it, painted green. Nice big signal box around here. There, look. That one does have a basic interior. Nice. Shame the door's not open. You can actually go inside these. Do like that box. Be the screenshot of many screenshots. Who knows at this point? Not taking that many screenshots. I think now we know why the article was like 40 images long and many miles deep. Screenshots galore. Stop taking screenshots. There's another yard there. Well, down there, look. That's come off the back of there, look. It's like a turn back siding. Some old ground signals there, some old 7-4 style. Old dollies. Back down side of the river, there's a little pathway down there. Wonder if you go walking down there, if there's any access points to actually have a wander. CSR 48. If we had CSR, there would be where you'd change over. We don't have CSR. So it's nice that the boards are there. Stop East Farley. With a 40 restriction around here. Honestly, I'm just taking all this in, man. Just look at the detail on Riverside and that. Like there, look. There's a lot there, and there's something obviously stopping boats from going across. We'll have a look at that. Get ourselves in here. There's some interesting houses over there. I can't remember what they're called, but they're in the article. There's another detail I like, by the way, is these, the ends of the, where the rail gaps are. These little sort of protective casing things. Nice touch. Got another signal box here. That one doesn't have an interior, you can't see into that one. Community board, not much going on in there today. Yeah, have a nosy. I like this. Get down there. There we go. Oh, beast. They've actually put the proper mechanisms in. You'd actually, like, you'd wind the lock gates. They've got these buoy things, like, stop boats from going through there. There's obviously there's a break in the water. Some little rubber dinghies as well. Speedboat things. All these are new, I think, because I've never seen these before. They're really decent. Nice detail going on there with that. Love it. To be fair, I even think these are new, because I don't even recall seeing these on any other routes. So, good stuff. Old sailboats, isn't it? Nice. Boats in world. It's some right detail going on with these. These are brilliant. Whoever's made these, or whether they've come from, if whether they bought models off somewhere or not, I don't know. But nice, nice boats. Decent. I mean, look at it. It's like in some areas, it's the houses. It's not like they've not gone overboard with it. It just looks right. It's not gone overboard in how they've placed the scenery. It just flows. It's quite natural looking, to be fair. There's enough there to make it look decent. Right. Onwards. Definitely running late. Bit longer than I thought this would be, but never mind.
This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a
Really is poor visibility into out of the actual window of these things, especially when you go around bends like that. It's definitely got that valley style scenery, hasn't it, with all the trees that are all along the sides and enclosing it in, and we've got rail singing. You can hear the singing rail. But that's a feature that more routes are picking up on and using. Stamford route had that as well. I probably am going to do a little video with the Stamford route because I actually really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a damn sight more than I thought I would. The M8 is a little bit fiddly, but like in terms of getting with the brakes and stuff, and I enjoyed the route. The route's decent. Spent a good few hours on it overnight. Wateringbury, and then Yalding, and I think it might be Paddock Wood after that. Yeah, and also Beltring and then Paddock Wood. Got a few stations to go yet. On the map we are there, so we're not actually too far away from Paddock Wood and getting onto the main line. Bear in mind we are a little bit late. Still 55 mile an hour at the present. What are your thoughts, guys? Anyway, drop us some thoughts and your reactions in the chat below. It was nice to have a bit of conversation flowing, and even the guys that have built the route might even pass by and see that, so leave them a comment. If you haven't done it at this point, don't forget you can drop a subscription to the channel as well. I always appreciate new subs. I think even the signal colouring looks different on this route, like they've tinkered with the aspect colours. You can actually tell it's a yellow signal. Busy than I thought this line. We've actually passed a few units. That second, third one potentially I think we've passed. We also had that one go over the top of us when we left Strood. Wateringbury. There's also another interior box there. Okay, it's going to go down, I think, in a second. There we go. It's an old railway shed, that. You can tell it's an old railway shed with little doors on it. There would have been probably a junction here somewhere, and probably the track would have used all this. Must be able to walk around it because there's one of the collectibles. Signage as well is always nice to see. Loads of signage, look, bridge and stuff like that. Look. I wonder if you can actually go wandering down here because look, there's. I wonder if that's a collectible. I don't even know what the collectibles are, but that looks to me like it's a collectible. It looks like it should be put up there. I wonder if you can actually it's like go so far. Still 55. Doesn't really open up, does it, even on these long sections? Quite slow in areas. Allows you to sort of take in the ambience a bit as well when you're going at a slow speed. You'll be able to appreciate the sounds as well a bit more because you're going at lower speeds as well, so you get to hear all the different sounds, like different pitches and volumes been put into this unit. As far as I'm aware, it's a whole new sound set that's been put on this. Golding. 30 going over the crossing here. I mean, this is the one where it's got the white light that flashes. I don't know what type of crossing it is, but I'm pretty certain 30. It's either half barriered and it has a white light that flashes when it's clear to proceed. Hopefully, see it flashing now. I guess it's clear. I think it's because it's a half barriered crossing. Or no barriers. Let's have a look. Oh, it's not. Oh no, it is. It's half barriered. Look, I've got a skirt on it and everything. This one's got different audio. And they are definitely a collectible, because there's another one here, look. I wonder if you actually have to post a letter. It is. Firefly simulation, somewhere, somehow. FF23 FFS. Oh, as if they've managed to get that through the door. Ha ha ha! Brilliant. Anything on there? No. Yeah, they're definitely collectibles. There's a defib collectible as well on the route map, them. As if they've managed to get that on that letter. Brilliant. Was it FS Firefly S? Looks like FF, as in. I'm presuming Firefly FF23 is Firefly when they were formed. Firefly maybe 2023. Firefly simulations, but it also looks like something else. Heh. Brilliant. I'm not going to say on it because there's might be kids watching. Beltring and then Paddock Wood and Tonbridge. where the service ends. It's definitely lived up to expectations and the hype. A nice line. Well, I enjoyed, as I say, in TS Classic, I'll enjoy it even more on here as well. Speed and power at the minute. Tonbridge. That does make a nice scene. So many screenshots. I'm gonna have to do one of them type of thumbnails where it's got pictures on it overlapped. So many like nice images to choose from. Soon arriving at Beltring. This is a bit more in there, out in the stick station of the station, isn't it? Not really much going on with this one. Compared to all the other stations being that, this is definitely one of the more smaller ones in terms of how the station looks. It's just basically a platform on stilts, isn't it? Look, at the edge of nowhere. Hey, oh, there's some sheep. Oh, they're not moving. Those aren't the moving ones. Where are the moving ones? Are they over here? Hey, there we go. Look. Beast. He's having a little sit down. Onwards, pallet wood. Oh, when we're coming to the junction, if we're coming on the junction, it slows down as we go around the bend, and that's when we should be able to open it up once we've called in here. Brings us down at a slow speed. It's signalling. Speeding as well. It's actually still not gone up from 55. It's 50 actually. These houses are really weird. I can't remember what the name. They've got a specific name. cool. DHL. I'm just going to pause that for a second. So DHL is, I think, it's the second time now. DHL appeared on the Expert 145 pack on the wagons. However, this does actually have building. We've missed the building, I think, because we've gone past it wherever that was. But there's a building that's actually branded vehicles. It's nice to see new brands appearing in the game, especially like logistic ones like that. Nice, bright and vibrant. They do make scenes quite nicely. Going up with the main line now. I don't actually know the technical name for the line. I'm presuming is it the Southeast Main Line? The one that goes across up that way. I think that does go to Dover. I'm sure it does. It goes along the other way around to Dover. I think via the coastal section.
1649 Southeastern. Service to Tonbridge. Calling at Tonbridge only. This train has 3 coaches. Platform 2 for the 1649 Southeastern. Service to Tonbridge. Platform 1 for the 1659 Southeastern. Service to London Charing.
Now, when Matt P was doing his charity stream, Adam was on there talking, and I seem to recall them saying that when they were doing the route plan itself, I'm not sure if the actual original route was ending here, but then they looked how far Tonbridge was, and they thought, well, we might as well just add it. It's only a couple of extra miles, so I'm glad they did, because it gives you a nice little straight run at a decent speed, and it also gives you the chance to actually have another yard as well, which is win-win. Also, I can hear a train. Hey, there we go. We've got road though. We're running late here, so we wouldn't have seen that if it was on time.
For safety reasons, e-scooters are banned from the railway. This includes on trains and at stations.
The crackles on the third rail there. That sounds nice. Not just sort of your general sort of flash, it's a weird sound, isn't it? Like it's sort of like rubbing and dragging. We can do 100 down there. We're on EMU speeds. Might be the first time I've ever seen a sign saying EMU on it in the game as well. Like that. Right, 5 miles to Tonbridge. 5 miles at 100. Go. Well, not quite 5 at 100, but a good stretch of 100. I think some doing to get to 100, man. Are we uphill? Downhill? I don't even know if we're going uphill or not, to be honest. Again, that's something else that's missing at the top of my screen. I need to go and fix this. I shall go and do for the next time round. Try and get it fixed for in time for doing the stream. But there will be a stream this evening as well with the route if you want to come and join us and explore even further. get a bit more in depth, we'll do some. We'll be doing some scenario bits and a bit of everything else. Just chucking a bit of whatever we can at it. Just generally enjoying it. We do have the Class 90 coming up as well, obviously soon. That's getting released very soon, so that'll be following up in a few days. Been a very, very busy month for releases as March. Anyone think it's the end of financial year? It does take some time to get to 100, bloody hell. And this section's not an exciting part of the line, is it, really? But it's nice to have a bit more mileage. Good stuff. Horses are walking now. The main thing is you get another big station and you are getting that yard for like freight stuff. Now the yard itself is, I think, primarily usually operated by GBRF, however that isn't actually in the game, sadly, so it'll just be other stock. Be nice to see some GBRF one day. Like the 73s, I'd love to see the 73s in game. Not having GBRF makes that a bit of a problem, I think, unless you're going to go backdating. I would like to see a backdated gameplay path that's like with a slam door unit. I think generally that would actually be quite a hellfire idea. The mail depot platform there. I believe 325 once it actually worked out of here and did the mail workings. Obviously that would be where the mail would be, but there's no branding on these, sadly. Right, we are approaching Tonbridge. We haven't got the road though, so I need to start slowing down here. I don't know if there's any overspeed ramps or not. And I can see some little ramps and tracks, so no doubt that might catch out if we don't slow right down. Cool. I'm not sure if overspeed ramps or anything like that set up on this, so it was best to drive with a bit of caution. Here's me talking about caution. I don't even do it myself normally. I just come charging around like an absolute buffoon. But the 1066 line that's coming on the left there. Another line I think would be quite nice, to be fair, in the game. I'd like to see that, though, to be fair, with thumpers. The Hastings line. This is a Tonbridge. And we have arrived. Excellent stuff. Right, before I open the doors, I'm just going to have a little fly around here. Just to show you the area. mid-tiered station as well there. Nice. The yard is just up beyond the station. Not sure where that way goes. No idea where that line goes. That way I think takes you back around like Sevenoaks way, I believe. Back towards London. Over here is your yard. A lot of aggregates stuff in here. Engineering trains that generally work out of here as well. You get a lot of that. There's also a little shed there. Is that a maintenance shed? It is a maintenance shed. That's cool. One in there. Look, one in for some work. That's beast. Yeah, you can get some nice screenshots in here with your locos. That looks ace. Epic. Nice. Very good. Right. Our signal box sort of looking thing there as well. Nice with all the paths and stuff. Generally, the cluttering that is very nice. Right balance there with that. Has the right feel. We're going to end things here though. That will train coming up. You sure that's a 3? Was that a... Oh dear. Oh, it suffers from the old sinky platform. That's a 6. That one's off to Charing Cross by the looks of it. Right, so thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it if you're still here at this point.
2 for the 1708 Southeastern Service to London Charing Cross. Calling at
Back in it now. Yeah, thank you for watching. If you've got to this point, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit your notification bell for future videos. Drop us a comment as well, it's always appreciated. Catch on Twitch on generally Tuesdays and Saturdays, although it's a little bit around at the minute, but I'll let you know when we're doing it. Just keep your eye on Facebook or in the post of YouTube, do it in the community section as well. I'll do posts on there, so make sure you've got them set to let you get a notification. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Link is in the description for the route as well if you've enjoyed what you've seen here. I believe it's on Gen 9 and PC only. I don't think it's on Gen 8 this route, so just bear that one in mind if you are a Gen 8 user. But yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.